Hey guys, well you all know me right now, but Kay here. I know I haven't made a video in a while now, with school and everything going back up, and well summer was an interesting story, but I want to kind of do a bit of a vlog, sort of ordeal where I where I tell my personal stories, but make it into like a comedy special. So this is gonna be like um an oKay comedy skit storytelling. Not sure if that was a good title or not, but hey, that's what we're gonna stick with it. Okay, so I do have a lot of stories I could tell, and these will probably run like each 5 minutes or so. But with summer, I do have one. With the thought of summer, I do have one kind of story. I was actually planning on wearing a wig or something just to show like it being kind of funny and everything. Probably put some fake music in the background. Who knows? I'm not good with this, but also I just looked my lip. Fantastic. So this story took place I want to say like years and years ago. Me and my friend, me and my friends, um, I'm not gonna say like their names, but for now, just to give them like, a substitute name, we're just gonna call them T and Sambo. So me, T, E, and Sambo, and we were going to Waldameer one day, which is a water park if any of you don't know, and my friend T, she has like one of those like little passes for where you can get in and just like have fun. Like it was like a 1 year subscription almost. Oh, so it's just like, hey, don't know how you afforded that, Spartacus, but hell yeah, I'll take advantage. I'll take advantage of that. Why not? But they asked me if I wanted to go, and I'm like, hell yeah. Hell, let's go. We'll ride some water park rides and everything. I'll make sure I get in a swimsuit that I can actually fit in. As you know, wearing swimsuits are fun. I kind of just wish that I wear like the full body swimsuits, but I know I'm a little bit of a marshmallow for that. Anyway, well, anyway, we were having fun. We were going on rides and everything like that at first, and then we went to the water park. Yes, the water park section. It was only open at a certain time, so that's why we were just like doing rides and such, playing a couple of arcade games, everything like that. Actually, I don't know if he's on my bed right now. He's probably stuck in the corners or something. I'll find him later. But I was playing one of the claw machines, and I actually managed to win like a red Yoshi plush thing. So yeah, that's fun. Because you know those claw machine games, they are not friendly. They are not friendly. You'll win sometimes, but only when the machine likes it. It's like if the machine likes you some days, so like you go to put in your coins and it's just like, okay, I'll let you play, but I'm not gonna give you a prize. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I mean, that's fine. I don't need a prize. I just want to try. Then 5 minutes go by and you're just like, damn it! Come on, give me a freaking prize! And she's like, nope. Oh, anyway. So we went to the water park, right? And there's this thing called the waves pool. And it's really fun if you like drowning. You can probably guess where this is going. But basically, I know how to swim, but I don't know how to swim. I at least know how to float, right? So I go in confidently, like I can swim. And my friend, Tay's mom, is holding on to me like a leash. Because my mom told her that I know how to float. But I do not know how to swim. So I was just like, hey, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be fine and everything like that. And then some big waves come in. I'm enjoying it. It's by falling backwards and everything. I'm laughing along like, I like drowning. Oh, you know that Simpsons meme that says like, that's like, I'm in danger. Yeah, that was me. Eventually, though, I got caught up, though, in one too many ways of possible best. And I can't remember exactly how it happened. Because, in my perspective, it was basically, I was submerging water, yes. I felt one of my friend's bracelets. She was wearing one of those like loop rubber band bracelets and everything like that. And I felt it, and then like it just went away. It's just like, well, where'd it go? So I'm searching around aimlessly, hoping to get back to the surface. And the next thing I know, someone pulls me up. And it was a lifeguard. Apparently, I have almost drowned. Oh, how fun is that? Oh. Where it was like in T's mom perspective, she said that she heard one of the kids yell from across, like, she can't swim! And then they stopped the waves, and then the lifeguard jumped in after me and everything. And then I was saved. So yeah. Ever since then, they just kind of kept a leash on me. You know, it's one thing, hey, especially, hey, when you're just like, I know what I'm doing, but then someone else is just like, no, you're not, and they put like a collar and a leash on you, you're just like, what the heck are you doing? I can handle myself, and they're just like, sure you can. Like, I'm in an adult body, but I'm still like a child who can get lost very easily and have mental breakdowns. Of course, that was me back then. Of course, I'm doing way better now, but that was me back then. It was amazing how they had to, like, make sure they had a leash on me or know exactly where I am, because, you know, well, it's not like I'm gonna go to a free candy van and just be like, oh, free candy! And I actually go for the free candy. And there was one other time that I did drown. It was like a few minutes. It was like after the wave pool. We still had fun. We're drying off and everything. And after all the excitement, me and T's mom decided to go to the lazy river, where she was just helping me. He get onto the thing, and she accidentally just pushed me into the water, almost drowning me. And she pulled me back up, and she's like, "Oh my god, I almost drowned you!" Like, thanks! After one experience drowning, why not have another? And how can you drown in the lazy river? How can you drown in the lazy river, you know? But the most fun that I got out of this story on that day with Waldameer was when a ride could not handle. Actually, wait, let me rephrase that. Where my baby suit decided to give out on me. Below. Alright? So this is how it went, alright? We are climbing up these big steps up to this big slide. It was a new ride, I think. It's a little hard to remember at the time. And so I'm getting all excited because, well, it's just like, well, it's pretty high, I will give you that. But I was also amazed at the scenery and everything, and I'm just like, this is gonna be fun. Trying to think, oh yeah, but we eventually make it to the top, right? And I'm getting settled in, and then I noticed that my butt was touching the ground of the slide. And I'm in one of those, those pool rings. You know, the ones where you just, like, sit on it whenever going down one of those water slides? Yeah. I mean, my butt was touching the ground, and I even mentioned it to the lady. And I'm like, hey, is my butt supposed to be touching the ground of the slide? And she's like, you'll be fine. The water will mostly still carry you anyway and everything. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sure, I'm not gonna be part of some disaster that's coming up. You know, it's one thing where they're just like, you'll be fine. And then 5 minutes later, you're not. But it was also, shoot. Oh, yeah. Forget about the also part. I'm trying to think of where the story went afterwards, because it's been a long time. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Ugh. So they pushed me down the slide, and of course I'm having a good time. Water is splashing in my face, and I don't want to lose my eyesight and everything, so I'm just like closing my eyes and everything. I'm trying to hold on to the inner tube. And one thing I noticed though is that it took a few minutes. I thought I was still moving because of the rushing water and everything. But I was not moving. And then I'm just like, well, something's not right. I better open my eyes. And then I open my eyes. And I see that I'm stuck on that inner round part of the slide. But it wasn't like completely stuck to where they had to get someone to get me out. My baby suit had stuck out a part of my skin, of my butt, and it stuck to the side of that slide, and I was just stuck there. That's why I couldn't move. because because the skin of my butt was stuck to the slide as it was moving on that one inner part. And so I just like pushed myself off eventually after realizing the situation. And I still went down the slide. And I handled it pretty rough. When I got to the bottom of the slide, it was just like I lost control of the ring. It flew behind me. I fell face first into the water pool. And that's how the most interesting story of Waldameer I have ever had. And I will never forget that day when the side of my butt cheek was stuck on a slide in the inner ring of that slide at Waldameer. Also, I noticed that this is taking at least for 20 minutes. Hopefully it'll upload. Because, when I first started YouTube, it's just like, oh, you need like a 15-minute video. And I'm just like, but everyone else can record an hour video. Why am I only getting restrictions, YouTube? But I'm not one to argue, so I was just like, meh, okay. If you say so, YouTube, I hope you know what's best. Actually, I never would be a spy. Because at Waldameer, I know I got done saying that story, but there was like this one other part that I totally forgot, but now I remember. In Waldameer, I'm just like, there's one of those like laser maze things in there. I want to try it. And even though my friends were like, yeah, you're too marshmallow for that. I'm like, yes. And I still want to try and have fun. And they're just like, okay, you're going to fail miserably. So they let me try. And of course, I did not do well. It was amazing when I went in, though. It was amazing when I went in, though, because it was like a bunch of pretty green lights and everything. But yeah, I would never be a spy. Because it's basically you have to get around to those 3 different buttons. And then without hitting one too many lasers. And I can't remember if I picked easy or normal, but I had one too many lasers at once. And it's just it was a failed, miserable attempt, but I still had fun. Because I had a plan to get past the lasers to the first button, right? Well, let's just say my body was, and that included my butt, did not like, it did not like me. At least I didn't pick hard. That'd be for the paper thin people. And this ain't Paper Mario. Alright, well, that's all the time that I have for this comedy special thing of an okay comedy skit of my somewhat embarrassing life stories. I do apologize for not uploading videos a lot. I just tried to do it whenever I can. You know how I said in YouTube, this isn't like a frequent upload video. This is just like a whenever I can upload videos kind of thing on different subjects and everything like that. Plus, if you can't tell, I'm lying in my bed because I was sick this morning. So yeah. Alright. Well, see you guys next time. Bye.